Hi, welcome to Instagram Live with me. Thank you guys for coming. Today we are going to do a ab burnout. So it's 2:30 today. Usually we're on at 12:30. Oh, there's Harry in the background. He's not planning on working out. But today we have a special guest, 2:30, Tamron Hall, and she and I have been friends for a while, and she was so gracious to join us today in our workout. And she has a lot of exciting things going on the Tamron Hall show. She's got a new baby, new husband, so life is going great for her. So she's going to share some of her joy with us today on our workout. So you can go to my you can opt in for email updates to find out who we're working out with, what time we're working out with. Usually it's 12 o'clock. Some days it changes a little bit. And you can go to my link in bio so you can opt in for email updates to find out when we're working out and who with. You can also use the code Coach Venus for 20% off of things on the 11 by Venus website. So that's our special code while we're in quarantine and self-isolation. So I hope you guys are safe and well, and thank you for coming to stay active with me also. All right, so we've got Tamron today, and we're going to see if she is here. Oh. Okay. Okay, we got Emily Scott James viewing from yesterday. We had a great workout yesterday. We have Lindrea, my sister, watching. I saw Val. Invite. So we're waiting for a second here. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Very
I'm
good.
My shoes. I just finished taping my show.
Oh, wow.
I literally ran from an interview, grabbed my bottles of wine. Hey, I'm still here. Grabbed my bottles of wine and put on my, you recognize this?
Looking good.
Yes. I was inspired by your bikini shot, so I wore the shorts Venus sent me. Look, these are the shorts that Venus sent me. There you go from the collection.
Looking good.
But I love how the top strategically hides my abs.
So we're working on abs today. This was your
Yes.
special request.
It is my special request because, hold on, wait for it, hold on. I made the request because,
the little guys show up?
yes, because a year ago, this came out of here, and I still, well, it wasn't this big when it came out.
I think you look great.
Wasn't quite that size, but, you know, I had a C-section, and so I did not start working out right away like a lot of women. So I thought, okay, great. And then one day turns to 2 days turns to months. And then, you know, before you know, you're like, okay, I'm not feeling like myself. So I can't wait for Coach Venus. Listen, do you understand? That is a tennis legend. Do you get it? Do you get it? You are in the presence of greatness. You don't want to work out?
He's like, I'm ready for abs here. Look how cute he is. Okay, so who does he look most like, you or Steven?
I think he's a combo. I think, you know, he definitely has my personality, but I think he's actually this combo, especially now that his hair is more curly. I think he definitely has my personality. He's already fussing about working out, so that's definitely me. But I think he's evolving, definitely. He's going through, I just had to call Nanny Connie. She's this world famous nanny. And Serena probably knows her. She lives in Alabama, and I called her last night because now he's gone from eating everything to not wanting to eat anything. He says no. He's growing up. You know, your beautiful niece, like overnight they grow up and they get their own personalities.
So he says no?
Oh, yeah, he says no, 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 no. And he, yeah, you, I'm talking about you. And he will push things away. All of us, I told him I want I want pre-quarantine Moses versus quarantine Moses, because before this started, my little baby was so peaceful. Now Moses is, he's quite, oh, look, oh, you're flirting.
I'm blushing.
Jace, listen, you got a good, he is flirting. Oh, this is incredible. Wait until I tell your grandmother, who is the biggest fan and loves Venus so much. Look at my son. He's mesmerized.
He is so cute.
Oh, my. Oh, okay, I'm stalling up from working out. Say, I love you, Miss Venus. Thank you for everything you do, and I can't wait to see you. Oh, my son is in love with you.
Oh, I can't wait to meet him. I was coming up in February to New York, and then all that stuff happened. So.
All right, well, we're going to do that. Come on, Dad. My husband's up. Come over and take it. Meanwhile, my husband's just hands. He hates being on camera. He's the hands. That's it. All right, so you're going to say goodbye. I've got my gear on. I've got wine.
Got wine.
Got my wine. Wait,
let me get my camera right. So we're going to actually be on the
ground
the whole time.
I know. I'm going to lower it. So my son is still looking at the camera at you and smiling. This is so creepy that my kid is like all in love with
a grown dog in the background.
Okay. I think let me put it down some more. How long is the workout, Coach Venus?
Probably like half an hour. I'm not going to make it too tough unless you want it to be.
Dealer's choice. I'm not gonna say tough, but I've been doing this Zoom challenge. It's a 21-day workout with my friends in Texas, and I missed the last 2 days because you have your workout schedule because working out is a part of your gig. I'm trying to find time, like a lot of people who are on here, to work out, and we all wish we could be like Venus. But like Venus, but it's tough. So I'm open. There's Moses going in the back of Angie.
Bye, Moses. See you later, buddy. I love babies now. Ever since Olympia, now I love babies. Before, I didn't really know what to do with them. I was like,
I was the same way. I was a 48-year-old first-time mom, and I remember the text you sent me after we were on the cover of People magazine. I was wanted to be a mom, I guess, in the sense that I just grew up with a very close family and always loved taking care of people. But I did not know so much about, like, there are things I thought I knew about kids, but the day they're with you every day, I didn't know anything. I didn't know that they stopped formula at age 1. I had no idea until my son turned 11 months and someone said, he goes on whole milk next month. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, because I'm from the South. You see babies walking around the South with bottles. They're like 7 years old. I'm like, wait, the bottles? Oh my God. So I wasn't prepared for it. But you know what? Listen, if you decide that it's going to be a part of your journey, you will fall in line beautifully with it. And to be honest with you, we were even thinking, and we talk, and we still are open to adoption and bringing a sibling to Moses, whatever route we can. But yeah, I didn't know anything about babies, and I still don't. I Google stuff literally every single night because I have no idea. But you do the best you can.
What's your favorite website to go to for?
You know what? I try to go to reputable ones. So I like The Bump. That's a good one. What to Expect is really good. And I would go on What to Expect there. I had an app. And each milestone, they would tell you, okay, so the baby's the size of a raspberry now. It has its eyes, lungs, and then it continues on down. So I really like that. And I told you, Nanny Connie, she has this book, Preparing You for the First 4 Months of Motherhood. And that was really good. It helps sleep train. So those are my online. It's The Bump and What to Expect, and in her book. But yeah, the best of parents, you could be on your 5th kid. People will tell you, you grow and you evolve with them and you do the best you can. And the advice I got from a doctor when I had him, she said, just enjoy him. You're going to mess up. I've been in parking lots crying. I was in Target once crying over, like, I had picked the wrong milk and he was spitting up. And I was like, oh my God, and I couldn't breastfeed. I'm like falling. But you know what? You just roll with it. You roll with it. You know that. I mean, resilience is the key to life and everything you do.
It really is. It really is. I read something where you said, well, let's get started, then I'll ask you. Okay. So the first series, let me pull up my notes. So we are going to do a plank. with scapular retraction. So a plank is one of the best exercises you can do for your entire core.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get this camera positioned right.
Oh, I gotta move mine too, because hold on, let me move mine a little more as well.
Yeah.
Every time I think of plank, I think of Jay-Z's line, I'm planking on a million. That's not happening.
What song is that?
I don't know one of his songs. He says, I'm planking on a million.
I never know the words to songs. I always know like the chorus, and then after that, and sometimes you find out the words, you're like, oh my.
Yeah.
Like,
that has happened to me with some of the challenges, the little TikTok. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not ready to say that.
Right? Okay, so the plank with scapular retraction. So we're going to plank, and then we're going to go up and down. So down with our shoulders. I don't know if you can see that movement.
Yeah.
And then up. Then we're going to go to a side plank.
Okay.
With some dips. And then we're going to go to a sit-up with a pec press. So that's where you're going to need your wine bottle. So we're going to go to a sit-up with a pec press.
Okay.
So I'm going to get my heavier ones.
This one's half empty.
You're kidding.
No, I'm kidding.
What have you been doing over there?
Listen, you surviving the best way I can.
All right, so we're going to go through this rapid fire. So how often are you doing your ab work?
You know what, I just started. Oh, I forgot to ask my husband to videotape this so I can show Granny. Do it sideways, honey. I try to do at least 3 days a week. I have a mirror, that mirror workout thing.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah, those are awesome. So I have that, and I Peloton, and then I used to be an old school. I love DVDs, and I will put in, you know, a DVD of anybody. Jeanette Jenkins, she has one for like 10 years ago. I love Jeanette.
Yes, love her.
Her Beachbody boot camp is ridiculous. So that's I'm all over the place with my workouts because I don't like working out, but I know I want to do it. Being an older mom, coming from a family, high blood pressure, and just knowing that it's not just, you know, life. So anyway, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I always say just you don't have to be perfect, but just be consistent.
Okay.
So, okay. So we're going to start with those planks. So you want to keep your body straight and parallel, and then we're going to go up toward the sky, and then we're going to fall in toward the ground. So we're going to go 10 of those.
Okay.
3, 4. These are pretty tough.
Yeah, they are. 5.
Okay, that's 10.
Okay. All right.
Well done. I'm proud of you already.
I'm out of breath already. It's one exercise. Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to do a side plank.
And are we just tapping?
Yep, we're just going to tap down. My mom just came over.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. She always asks, am I on camera? One more. Then we're going to flip.
Okay.
So when you say core, when I hear core, I think of all the back muscles here, the muscles in the front, and also the muscles through the thoracic, and we're actually going to work on the pecs too. So we're going to attack it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to attack it from a lot of different ways.
Okay.
Okay, other side plank. So I read something, and you said that things happen. I'm not getting the quote right, but you said that sometimes things happen because they're supposed to, and that makes you become who you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't gotten the quote right, but do you know which one I'm talking about?
I say so much. Can't you tell I talk a lot? But I think the essence of what I was saying is, you know, when I lost my last gig, you know, you look at your life at that point and does this define me? What am I supposed to do? You know, I mean, after a match, you have to walk away and say, what does this say? Do I need to work harder? Do I need to work smarter? Maybe it's not my time. The variables that you can control and the variables you cannot control. And so I think what I was saying at that time is that the pivot always happens. Stuff happens. It's how you pivot from it determines your next move. Okay, and that's our next move. Okay.
So how did you pivot from all that? Because at that moment, you probably didn't know what was next.
I didn't, but I knew one thing. I wanted more control of my destiny. And I knew that I'd worked on 5 different shows on 7 different networks. At one point in time, I had 3 shows on at the same time. And I thought, these were all shows from people from different walks of life. So MSNBC, The Today Show, Deadline Crime, and those are all really different audiences. And how do I bring all of these different people to one show? And so I just started writing and trying to create this formula for a talk show that I thought people would respond to.
Well, I got to be on the show about, 2 weeks ago?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That was fantastic. So you were on our first week. Am I supposed to be this winded? You were on our first week of shows from my kitchen. And
wait a minute, so was that more than 2 weeks ago?
No, that was a month ago.
You're kidding.
Like
okay.
3 or 4 weeks ago, because that was our first series of shows from our kitchen. And we've
wow.
been, yeah, so we're about a month and a half in. And so you were there. And it was phenomenal to have you on because actually, you know what? That was just a few days after we learned the Olympics would be postponed.
Yeah, yeah.
So, talk about, pivoting and what the next chapter holds. That's one of those things. Imagine, not knowing something like that is coming and then you have to decide what's next.
I completely agree. And I think at the time, it took over a month for me to really kind of understand that this was happening because it's so surreal.
Yeah.
You wake up every day and I'm like, I'm supposed to be at a tournament.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to having any time off either. So
is this the most time off you've ever had?
Most time away from being at a tournament outside of an injury, but I'm working just as hard or harder now. So now I need the tournaments to come back so I can get a break.
Because that's the thing. It's like, how do you stay motivated when there's such uncertainty?
I think that you have to prepare for that day when there won't be. And that's how I feel now because the tournaments are canceled until we're going to do one more set of that.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sweating. And listen, here's the deal, lady. I don't have a relaxer and I don't have a hairstylist because we are social distancing. I'm about to have an afro in about 10 seconds.
Sorry about that. Okay, so turn up the air conditioning is all I can say.
I'm fine. We'll make it work. I need to work out. I got it.
Yeah,
are you working out with champagne bottles?
Yes.
Oh, no. Honey, go get me a champagne bottle. I will not. I ain't going out like that. Okay, my husband's getting me the champagne. Baby, give me the champagne. Okay, here we go.
All right, so we're getting in this last set on this before we go to our next series. So I didn't do abs today in the gym because we were doing it together.
Do you do the abs every day?
Not every day, but a lot of days. Sometimes I'll do an ab challenge, ab for 30 days in a row, or a certain number of abs I have to hit during the week of repetitions.
How often do you recommend us mere mortals do ab workouts?
I would just say it depends on your goals. If you don't like working out the way you do, I would say do twice a week and aim for a number.
Because I don't need a 6-pack. I don't aspire. I just want it to be just a little, a little firm, a little sculpted.
Exactly. And honestly, I'm there too. I don't want a 6-pack because the requirements of it require you to trim up so much, and I don't want to be that thin.
Right.
I like to have a little meat on my bones. And you start to lose some of your lady parts. I don't have a lot of these.
Right.
So they're going to go away. I have a lot of this, and I wanted to stay exactly where it is, So
So you're like, I just want to, and that's why these exercises you're showing us are so good. This is sculpting, right?
Exactly. Of course, there's a diet element that goes with it too.
Well, you
So,
warned me about that. Your love of applesauce.
well, I had a love of apple pies that I had to stop recently. It
Okay.
was an outrage. I had to go. I'm on a program right now, 30 days no sugar.
Oh my God. Okay, I
Because
got my champagne.
what kind?
I have Veuve Clicquot and Billicart Salmon. Champagne with my
Mm.
campaign.
Mm.
These are gifts.
The hard part is not to drink these, because then
Well,
if I drink them, I have to go buy more.
that's my problem. Like I don't drink dark liquor. I've never been able to drink dark liquor, but I love anything with bubbles, and I love white wine.
Same. Anything with bubbles, my first choice.
And those calories go straight to your tummy.
They really do. They really do. They go straight to your tummy. Okay, so we finished that set. So you're gonna sweat your hair out some more because we're
That's
gonna
okay.
run. We're gonna
Listen, I've
run.
been wearing it on air, natural and curly. I just go with the flow. You know, I jokingly say, you know, I'll have a fro, but really, I thought about right before the pandemic I was going to get braids, and I had braids 2 years ago, right, honey? When we went to Cartagena, Colombia, and I had braids, but I went from super short to really long, and
You
it was
went to
like
Colombia?
yeah, we go to Cartagena all the time. We love Cartagena.
Oh wow, is there good shopping there?
Oh, what?
I,
Stunning.
I love South American designers.
Oh, well, then Cartagena, Sylvia Teresi. Oh, my God, there's so many. Joanna Ortiz. Cartagena, Colombia. If you've never been, when we're finally get back up in the sky to go. Oh, I love Uruguay, Punta del Este, is that the Uruguay? It's beautiful. But yeah, Cartagena, Colombia
What time of
is,
year do you go?
the first time I went was in September, so it was really hot. It's hot all the time. You stay in the wall city. It's beautiful. We went again for Christmas and New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
It's really humid, but it's just such a rich culture, Afro-Latino. It's brilliant. And the food, just the people, and you
Wow.
can walk around. It's like the most beautiful movie set that you can imagine.
Wow. Okay. I can't wait for our trip, whenever
Okay.
that is.
Good. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna run on our opposite hands and legs. So
Oh,
I'm gonna put the timer on so we can like get to it.
okay.
And then we are gonna
Somebody
go from
said we're doing more talking than working. Listen.
that's what now this person needs to come join the workout, whoever this
Right.
person
You're
is.
doing more tapping on the typewriter than working.
Okay, so we're gonna do like a run like this,
Okay.
like so, and then afterwards we're gonna touch opposite arm to opposite leg. So you're gonna spread those legs out, opposite arm to opposite leg.
Okay. Hold on. Let me move my mat here so I can.
Yeah, let me tuck in my shirt so I don't have any indecent exposure.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We don't want that.
No, that would be no bueno, as they say in Colombia.
That's what they say in Cartagena.
All right, we're gonna start out with 15 seconds,
Okay.
whenever you're ready, and then we're gonna go to a press up after that.
Okay. That looks hard, but I'm in.
That one's actually easy.
Okay.
So we're 5 seconds in. I can hear you working.
I'm working.
Okay, that's 15 seconds. So spread the legs out now, and we're gonna touch opposite arm to opposite leg.
I love that my husband is sitting like 2 inches away just watching. That's like, what the?
Last one. And we're gonna go down on our tummies, and we're gonna press up.
Okay.
So whatever's comfortable for you, you can lift the legs up too. We're gonna go full mermaid, like so. You ready for another set of that?
Let's do it. Okay, you got me in now. I'm here.
All right, here we go. We're gonna run.
Okay.
15 seconds. Five seconds. I think you're ready to go pro. Opposite arm, opposite leg. I like that you're breathing though, because you have to use your breath to get more power.
Oh, is that real? Okay.
All right. Press up. One more set of that.
Look at the Chihuahua in the background. Really, Mayla? That's our dog, Mayla.
Oh, my dog is in the background too on the
I
couch.
know, I saw.
He's my little mop. He cleans up if I drop
I
anything
love
on the
it.
floor.
Well, that's what Moses is learning now. Moses is learning that the dog will eat the food that he puts on the floor.
Well, I've been cleaning up so much, I got a new vacuum cleaner. It has no cord.
Oh,
I'm pretty excited about it.
That's impressive.
The things you're excited about in quarantine, right?
Is right?
Here we go.
Okay.
I've started cleaning while I'm on conference calls now, so I can multitask.
Yeah. I do the same thing because all of a sudden you're in and you're home, and so you're noticing, like, wait a minute, that shelf has dust on it, or that lamp. Yes.
Oh, we're switching. We're switching.
Oh, thank God we're switching.
This is tough.
I'm
proud of you.
Thank you.
So do you find that your workouts help you to be more mentally strong?
Yes, I always feel better after I do it. Oh, she stopped. My husband's like, she stopped. I always feel better after, but getting to the point to do it is so hard, and it's just like, you're going to feel good once you do it.
Yeah.
Getting there. He's getting there.
Okay, so we're on our last set of exercises.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to do a weighted sit-up.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I've got all kinds of pine needles on me.
Oh, my gosh. I was going to try to work out outside with you, but it's only in the 40s.
Oh, yeah, that won't work.
The next time I'll go outside. Okay.
Okay. I like that you're saying next time.
Right. What am I thinking?
So we're going to go opposite arm to opposite leg. Okay. So it's called a dead bug, like when those bugs are upside down and they're doing this motion. So that's our dead bug. And then we're going to flutter.
Okay.
So we're going to flutter like so.
You can't see me fluttering, but I am, I promise.
Yeah, because if you aren't, your husband's going to tell.
Right, right.
And then we're going to do an oblique. So we're going to go side.
With our bottle. Okay, got it.
With our bottle. So both of those legs come up and the upper body comes up to meet each other.
All right, I'll move back some so you can verify.
So how did you get into journalism? We're going to start on the dead bug when you're in position.
Well, I think it just became something natural to me. I went to Temple University in Philadelphia, but oh God, I can't do that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I got it. Are you okay, Tamron? No.
So keep those legs at 90 degrees. Keep everything at that 90-degree angle.
Is my head up? Are we lifted up?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, now we're going to flutter for 20.
Flutter for 20. Okay.
All right, so if anyone at home can modify this exercise, if you can't flutter on your back, you can't get low, you can support yourself like so. Okay, now we're going to go to our side obliques. So I like to do these with a heavy weight if I can.
Okay. What made you start using champagne bottles to work out?
I didn't want to, exclude anyone who didn't have workout equipment.
That's good because, by the way, I went online to try to buy dumbbells. You can't find anywhere. I went on Walmart, Kohl's, everywhere. Everything is sold out because everyone's trying to do something in the home.
Exactly. And if it's not sold out, the price is an outrage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I saw a weight set that was like $1,200. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Unbelievable, right?
I switched size too.
So, yeah, I wanted to use things that people already had in their home. I do have some workout equipment, but quite obviously that's my job.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be doing my job.
That's very true.
Okay, so you went to Temple University.
Yeah, I went to Temple, majored in broadcast journalism. I always loved, you know, talking to people and getting to know people. At the time, I didn't realize that I was interviewing them, but I guess that's what I was doing. And I loved writing. And so it just was, it was natural for me. It was a no-brainer, to be honest with you.
I mean, you do have an ease about yourself with people, and
Oh,
you
all
make
right.
people feel comfortable. So when I was on your show, I actually felt quite comfortable.
Thank you. And it was such an honor to have you on because you are obviously one of the most sought after guests because you do very thoughtful interviews and you just don't pop up everywhere. So to get you on was such an honor for my team and for our Tam Fam audience who loved seeing you.
Thank you. I'm not a huge fan of the camera, so I might be just the opposite of you. Okay, we can stop. We're going to go to the flutters.
Okay.
Um, so I don't do a ton of interviews, but of course, this was a no-brainer, but I think we have to do another show. Let's go to flutters.
Okay.
We should brainstorm maybe off camera on what that could
I'm
be.
ready. I am ready. We'll start a production company. TV. Tamron and Venus. TV.
I'm in.
Oh,
It burns. I know. I
oh,
know. All right.
oh.
Champagne bottles. We're going to do our obliques.
Okay.
And the great news, the next set is the last set.
Okay. Wait a minute. I thought we were.
No, we got to get you on tour so you can
I love that. Oh.
be hitting aces.
Oh,
So
you don't want to see me play. Oh, it's embarrassing.
well, I give you an excuse. You live in the city. It's not easy to find a court. We're going to switch
I am
sides.
not, no, my excuse is I'm not coordinated. I'm just, I am not.
So how are you balancing all this? Doing the show at home, being a mom, being a wife, having to clean during conference calls?
You know what? I have great help. My husband is amazing. And, we're a newly married couple, not that long. So we're learning each other and learning to be a team, especially in this challenging time. I know we have Phil Donahue and his wife on the show next week. They've been married 40 years.
Wow.
And they are talking about relationships and how to balance during this pandemic. And honestly, I'm not balancing. There are days that I am crying my eyes out, and there are days that I feel like I'm victorious. You go up and down, but you just do the best you can. Like this workout.
Do you rest on the weekends, or are you preparing still for the show?
Oh, we prepare all day. I mean, it's a lifestyle. My executive producer and I, we start talking at 6 in the morning. Our last conversation is around 8 p.m. It is truly a lifestyle.
I'm living the same life also. Yeah.
My son doesn't care. He's like, and we're very blessed. Our babysitter ended up staying with us throughout this pandemic because she wasn't able to go back to her home. And so she's here helping me because we didn't know I would be doing the show. And it just so
we're gonna flutter now.
Okay. Then she ended up staying with us. So that's been a blessing as well. Okay.
That's a real blessing because being a mom or being a parent is the most rewarding but the toughest job in the world.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it is crazy. Have you learned a lot from Serena and her journey? Are you helping her?
Well, she's never complained for one moment. Yeah. She's just an incredible champion and strong woman.
Yeah.
So I think she learned a lot of that from my mom, quite obviously.
Yeah.
So we weren't allowed to be weak. There was no crying and foolishness. It was like, let's find a solution. Let's not get upset over any issues. So
I love that.
I give credit to her that we are,
reminds me
resilient.
Of my mother's the same way. She's like, let's look for a solution. Let's not cry over problems. And that's the kind of mom I hope that I am with my son.
Let's switch it out.
Right.
Yeah, and I never saw my mom crying, and I'm sure maybe she had her moments, but
of course she did, but she just shielded it.
Yeah, and it you have to provide that stable home for the children,
Yeah.
Because if they're worried and stressed, it's hard for them to grow up feeling safe and
Absolutely.
secure. So I appreciate that because I
Absolutely.
know it wasn't easy for her. We got 4 more.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that is our workout. So
Ah,
why don't we stretch it out a little bit?
thank you to the peanut gallery clapping over there.
So we're gonna do some cat and camels just to release everything we've just done. So we did back, we did upper back, lower back, we got our obliques, we got our pecs, we got our abs, we pretty much did everything.
Yes.
Okay, we're
Woo.
gonna go again to a
There's
press up.
more? Oh, God.
No, we're just gonna stretch.
Oh, okay. I'm
You
like,
sound
wait,
like
wait, there's more.
okay. And now we're just gonna go to the opposite. Sit back on your knees.
Okay. Mm. Woo.
All right,
Thank you.
you did it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Coach Venus. Thank you. That was
Thank you.
enjoyable. I appreciate the workout. I'll stay consistent. I'll keep watching you on your IG live. Okay. To the
Thank
person who
you so
said we were
much.
doing more talking than working out.
They didn't try this workout. You made it look easy, but
Oh, no.
it was really hard.
I did that. I'm going to go take a shower and then I'm going to go chill some bubbles and I'm going to have half a glass because I don't want. Okay. I can have a quarter of
No,
a glass.
have a whole glass.
I've earned it. I've
Yes.
earned it. Well, thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing to keep us active, to keep us moving during this crisis. We love you and everything you represent. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks so much, Tamron. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, be well. Okay, so that was Tamron, and I'm really proud of her. She asked for abs, and I didn't make it easy. So anyone trying this workout knows that was tough. And if you want to do this workout today or any other day, you can do it at any time. Just go to my link in bio so that way you can see our workouts, see where you can find our workouts from here to eternity. You'll always be able to do them, and also to get email updates on what time we're working out, who we're working out with, all of the above. So go ahead to my link in bio, opt in for email updates. You can also shop 11byvenus.com with 20% off while we're in COVID and quarantine with the code Coach Venus. That's me. So go ahead and opt in for that. We want to keep you active, well, healthy, and safe because the one thing that we can control right now is our health. So outside of that, I'll be back tomorrow at noon with Addison Ray, and we're going to work out some more. We're going to do Friday Flex. We're going to do a full body workout. We're going to do a full burnout before this week is over. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for joining. Be well, be safe. Go ahead and stay home and have some champagne. Bye.